Soul family, welcome back to the studio. I've been gone for a few days. Always always one of those things where I get into a deep dive and I just can't stop myself and I have to get it done. And also it was a deadline for a sync placement, so I apologize. I had to get some a stinger, some 30-second thing, clips, 60-second clips, that kind of thing. So that's what I've been doing. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Welcome back. And tonight we are going to set up a kind of universal mono reverb, a stereo reverb, a mono delay, and stereo delay that we're going to use across this entire track of Don't Give Up. This is an original song of mine that very close to being done. And I just kind of learned this trick the other day. Makes sense to me. Like, you kind of want to keep your reverbs making it sound like everybody's in the same studio kind of vibe. So that's what we're doing. I finished up a song called You and Me Together. That was one of the songs that I was trying to finish up for this sync placement, for this deadline. It turned out really well. I'm very pleased with it. So kind of borrowing some of those tricks and ideas from that recording and implementing it into this session. And it seems like I'm always learning new stuff, which I like. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but after I heard the mix of this particular song, I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. So that's what we're doing. So how I'm going to start doing this is we're going to have to clean up probably some of the reverbs I've already gotten, because I was using separate reverbs for like the backing vocals, the lead vocals, etc. And the idea with mono reverb and stereo reverb and mono delay, stereo delay, is to keep the instruments that we want up the middle, like lead vocals, bass, which we will probably not even put anything on, and drums up the middle, right? All the instruments that we want to have kind of front and center, keeping that the focus on those particular instruments, the ones that are kind of driving typically in your Stax Records type sound, drums and bass, mono. And then the other things like backing vocals, etc., stereo, to kind of give them the feel that they are, surrounding the song, creating space, in other words, using the reverbs. So let's get into it. Let me pull up this session here and shrink my headle doodles. I meant to be on by 9, but it's been a minute, so I forgot to have my microphone set up. I was sitting here going, you know that feeling before you leave the house and you're like, what am I forgetting? And it's like your keys or something like that. That's kind of what happened. All right, so let me shrink my head. Keep trying different settings, and this is weird. I didn't expect it to be that zoomed out. That's pretty wild. Let me adjust the camera. All right, because you don't really need to see I did something on the back end here in OBS, and I'm always messing with stuff. I'm fidgety. Okay, so here you can see I've got let's make this a little more, here we go, so you can see what I'm doing. So as you can see, I kind of went through, I did this lead vocal reverb, lead vocal delay. It's in stereo here. So what I'm going to do is I saved the presets in my other session. So let's grab that up here. You can see here we've got want first is here we go, stereo reverb. And we're going to leave it as stereo. No, I meant to get all right. And the mono reverb. Actually, I did mean to grab the mono reverb first. We are just basically hitting that little double circle up top to create a mono channel because the plugins are also already in mono. And then what we'll do is we'll grab this backing vocal reverb and pull it over here, and we'll turn this into the mono delay. Bam, and also create the mono, and I'm going to change the color strip as well. I need to reverb mono, reverb stereo, delay mono, and then we'll grab another. The idea is I'm just trying to use what I've already got happening here. Great, we'll grab this guitar reverb. Put you over here. And then we will find our mono stereo delay. Which I think, here we go. I knew when I typed it in, I'm like, I'm not going to remember that I did it that way. All right, so delay, back, stereo, baby. And then we're going to also make sure we have that the same color. There we go. Now you can see on these plugins, I also have a little EQ before each. And I have some compression on the, it should be across all of these, honestly. I don't know what happened. Compression on the reverbs. So now that we have all of this like this, I need to go back and adjust all of my instruments so that I'm sending and routing all the instruments that I'm going to put these effects on to all of these. So starting with Russ's guitar, I'm probably only going to use the stereo on that, so let's give him a little bit of that and a little bit of delay too. Oh, that really sucks. Okay, stereo delay. Bam. All right, and the wah bus, same thing. We're gonna throw on some stereo reverb. We might put a little mono reverb on there too. And why not give us the opportunity? B14. And then B39. Electric piano. Actually, I'm being silly. Here, let's just grab all of the buses. All right. Lead vocal bus. Oh, we have to do it with command. All right, the harmonies bus. Here we go. The bass bus. I'm just putting it on there just in case. I'm always very surprised at some of the shit I do. But this is just part of the process of learning. Percussion bus, horns, string bus, flute. Nothing there. Harp. Great. Okay. All right, great. Now we're going to go back here where I can see everything on the lead vocal bus. Okay, this is now going to do it for all the buses all at once. That was just really silly of me. So mono reverb, great. Stereo reverb. All right. Mono delay and stereo delay. Okay, great. Now we got everybody the way we want it. And then also we're going to do post fader on all of these. And these are just the questions I have and the little rabbit holes I go down. So let's fix these two as well. $14.39, great. I'm just making sure that everything's uniform. Actually, let's make it all uniform or else I'm going to be confused. I wonder why that didn't do it. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. That's life. So it goes. Post fader. Post fader, great. Let me fix you. I don't know why you're being such a weirdo. $21. I'm just doing it so I have the options. Why not? 2. 14. Normally it wouldn't be this crazy. It's just that I already have so many buses already in use that I just kind of didn't want to get confused and be using things that I might even use in the B3. Basically using stuff that doesn't exist or that I have to figure out, where it all went. Okay. Great. All right. Let's get to it. I'm pretty sure life is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow. All All right, you can hear that valve plate really strongly. So let's get to this settings here. All right, and also let's turn everything off. Yeah, this is kind of painful. I didn't expect it to be. Is what it is. All right, 21. This, I just don't even want working like that. No send. No send. So this 2, no send. So I don't know. We might have to come back to this because my little dog is whining at me and he does need to go potty. I might have to come back after I get some of this situated. But it is, as you can see, already a cleaner session, right? So now I've got these reverbs ready to go. And we got a little compression on those reverb tails. And let's just work on the vocal first, the lead vocal, and see how it's gonna sound. I'm pretty sure love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure love is beautiful. There we go. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For I just want to make sure. Aha, thank you. That's why. Yeah, sometimes you have to retrain it. Why don't you know that you're mono? Mono. Mono y mono. All right. Very good. On this particular track, I do want a wider plate. I want a large vocal plate on this instead. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. There you go. That's what I want. That's the ticket. Let's see what's happening over here. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow I'm gonna have to do a shorter plate. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. So I'm just adjusting according to the track. All I'm doing is making the stereo reverb a little bit brighter for the vocal, just because I think it sounds better. I may go back to taking some of that EQ back off. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure I think love is beautiful. All right, we might have to. Only because I converted these tracks from stereo to mono, sometimes you have to trick and remind. Yeah. You have to remind them that they're supposed to be mono. I'm not even sure we need that reverb. I'm going to try it without it first. Yeah, okay. There you go. And I love this preset in the tape here. This retro vocal slap. Perfect.
I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story has
There you go.
ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. Or every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story has ever been told has some sorrow and some joy.
Yeah, I'm not liking that at all. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to... That's way too much for this song. I'm going back to J37. And really just... The difference is just trying to keep things more up the center. So I'm doing the same thing, the retro vocal slap right here too, in stereo. And I'm just kind of doing different amounts on each. So like lead vocal is going to have more mono, a little bit of stereo. Backing vocals will have mostly stereo, maybe a little bit of mono. That kind of idea.
I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story has ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story has ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful.
Still not my favorite.
Every story has ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story has ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story has ever been told has a sorrow and joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story
You start from a scratch.
has some sorrow and joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story has ever been told has some sorrow and
All right, it's getting there. Nice. It's got a nice little tail, and I just stopped the track. So, all right, that's pretty cool. And I think that it's going to work better for all the instruments anyway. So let's just real quick do the backing vocals, and then I'm going to have to take my dog out. Aiton, hello. It's just you. Hello. It's been a minute. I was gone for a few days. I was getting tracks together for a sync placement deadline.
I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story has ever been told has some sorrow and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better and better every time. It's getting better all the time. Okay. So let's address some things here. Oh, right on, Aiden. Cool. I should probably get mine walking. All right. So let's take a look at this drum bus here. Let's see what we got going on the drum bus. A lot. So okay. I'm not sure why things are this. I don't know why I have the tape after. Because I'm always trying something.
I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow, wind, and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow, wind, and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure I think life is beautiful. Every story that's ever been told has some sorrow, wind, and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to live to. I'm pretty sure.
Let's try a little EQ on this.
Every story that's ever been told has some
All right, we'll try the Fairchild.
and some joy. For every breakdown, there's something there to
All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to try the Fairchild instead. The Waves Puig 670 on the drum bus here. But I'm going to have to do this when I get back because I have got to take my little dog to the bathroom. He's not pleased. So I'll be right back. Yeah, we're going to focus in on this drum bus. We've got the universal reverb and delay set up on the channel here. So let's focus on this drum bus. Let's get this drum bus happening. Let's get these drums like snappy. Woo! All right, I will be back